There's a certain element of surprise or mystique about what is actually beyond this wide frontage and tall gate. If you realize this is a very quiet street, so you hardly hear any traffic. And if you walk down the street, you realize this street has only semi-detached. Most of them have actually similar wide frontage to us, which increases the privacy between neighbors and of course across the road as well. And the fact that we're slightly elevated and now you can feel, we will see just sound of the trees moving is just really the environment is not something that you find easily in Singapore. In fact, this garden space we are talking about is about 800 square feet, which is like the size of a 2- and 3-bedder condo. I think I really like the rawness of it, like the owner decides to keep it really the way it is, untouched. And the authenticity, of like this garden together with the black and white design really complements this place and make it into a sanctuary that the owner is looking forward to create. As that every corner of the house, wherever you are, one look and one glance, in a couple of seconds, you can see really what the entire space encapsulates. The vastness of the space is very apparent. One of my favorite parts of the house is obviously the master bedroom. And you don't need to just be a space lover. You can see that this used to be the size of 3 bedrooms combined into one. I like that the fact for this bedroom, you walk in, you can see all these 3 parts or even more. And of course, the windows that lets in a lot of light from every angle. I think the way that the layout is designed, I think reflects the simplicity of the concept. The roof terrace has been deliberately left open. I think the main purpose of that is to give depth and privacy from the son's now enlarged room, such that he feels that he himself has a second big garden that you see on the first floor, replicated just in front of his room. And I thought that was really thoughtful of the owners who wants the child to have a very active lifestyle and to grow up loving the green and nature. This structure actually allows additional structure, that means an extension of the room, to create 1 or 2 shelter bedrooms without having to do any piling. Now the balcony actually now sits on a very solid structure where if you were to create actually an extra sheltered covered rooms, you actually don't have to do any more foundation. So it's actually ready for you to do extension. The kitchen that has been created is something that is, although it is fully sheltered, you don't have to leave a 1-2 meters gap. I still feel the whole place is still very open, and the important thing, there's a lot of wall space for you to create cabinets and additional space for other activities as well, such as an island kitchen for cooking or even for hosting or create additional dining area. The best part of dining at the kitchen is that the pool is just beside it, and then how much more relaxing would it be to eat, dine, and to hear the sound of the water just beside you. This is one of the largest gardens I've ever seen in a semi-detached. And one reason, of course, is the wide frontage and the way that the house is set back. In fact, the patio outside is the owner's favorite spot, he would say. He would just come out, either watch his son play by the pool or just look at the garden and have his tea or his wine and of course his parties. Now the owners are very outdoorsy person, so I think maintaining as much outdoor space and open space as possible is crucial, and we can see and feel it. It really makes it a very usable and very welcoming outdoor space that you will want to hang out. The owners told me there's never one day, unless they are out of Singapore, where they will not spend any time out in the outdoors, in the garden or in the patio. While retaining a black and white look, the owner has added dashes of colours, a very whimsical, playful feel, I think, to the entire place, which is reminiscent, I think, of the owner's character, the fun-loving family. I think that also helps to bring down the monotony of a typical black and white house. After seeing so many landed houses, I think one important point that separates a memorable house from the average house is how it lingers in your mind weeks, months, if not years after visiting it. In a fast-paced and sometimes stressful environment like Singapore, many landed homeowners, all they want when they come home is peace and quiet. And this is one reason why this house managed to capture the hearts of the owners.